Hello students and hello everyone. Welcome back to class 8th maths on my YouTube channel. Now let us begin practice set 2.2 on textbook page number 11. First one. Choose the correct alternative. In the adjoining figure, if line M is parallel to line N and line P is a transversal, then find X. You have to find the value of X and there are 4 options given. After solving the sums, you have to choose the correct option. Okay. Look at this figure. 3x and x. Both angles are interior angles. Okay. And both these angles, interior angles, belonging to the right side. Line M is parallel to line N. Line P is a transversal. You have to use the formula of interior angles. Okay. In question what is given, you have to write that line M is parallel to line N. Line P is a transversal. Okay. 3x plus x is equal to 180 degree. Reason is the sum of the measures of two interior angles is equal to 180 degree. Okay. This is the formula of the sum of the measures of two interior angles. Here on the right side it belongs 3x and x here, both angles, interior angles on the right side. Okay. Both angles is here given measure. You have to find the value of x. Now 3x plus x you have to add. First one is given number with variable, that is 3x, and second one is given number without variable, only x is given. If you don't have any number, only variable is there, you have to take it as 1, that is 3x plus 1x. How much become? 4x is equal to 180 degree. Now you have to divide 180 degree by 4 and then you will find the value of x. Okay. After dividing 180 by 4, you will get the value of x. Divide it. 180 by 4. How much getting? Four fours are 16. Okay. 8 minus 6 is 2. 0 you have to bring it down. Then 4 5s are 20. So I am getting quotient 45. So 45 is the correct answer. Okay. So x is equal to 180 by 4. X is equal to 45 degree. So option C is the correct answer. Okay. Now we will do question number first, second one. In the adjoining figure, if line A is parallel to line B and line L is a transversal, then find X. 4 options are given. After solving the sum, you have to choose the correct option. You have to find the value of X. On line A, 4x is given and on line B, 2x is given. So let's start solving the sums. Okay. Line L is a transversal. Line A is parallel to line B. On line A, angle 4x is there. If this is angle 4x, this also angle should be 4x because it is coming interior alternate angles. Interior alternate angles are congruent. You already studied on practice set 2.1 interior alternate angles. Okay. On line B, 2x is given. Okay. And this you have to take it 4x. Interior alternate angles are congruent, I told you just now. Okay. 2x and 4x you have to add this. 4x plus 2x you have to add this and then you will get the value of x. Okay. 4x plus 2x, what will come formula? It is angles in a linear pair, which means supplementary angles. Okay, supplementary angles measures 180 degree. I'll tell you the meaning of supplementary pair. If this is acute angle and this is obtuse angle, both angles are combined together and it is supplementary pair, which means linear pair. If acute angle measures 50 degree, obtuse angle should measure 130 degree. 130 degree plus 50 degrees 180 degree. So this way you have to solve. Question what is given, you have to solve that. Line A is parallel to line B. Line L is a transversal. Okay. Now add this 4x plus 2x. 4x plus 2x is equal to 180 degree. That is angles in a linear pair. 4x plus 2x is 6x is equal to 180 degree. Find the value of x. X is equal to 180 divided by 6. Divide it here. I am dividing here. Okay. You have to divide it on your notebook. Remember one thing, this 0 you have to bring it down. Okay, after taking 6 3s are 18. 6 zeros are 0. So answer is getting 30. Quotient what you are getting, that is answer. X is equal to 30 degree. So option D is the correct answer on question first, second one. Okay. Next one is question number 2. In the adjoining figure, line P is parallel to line Q. Line T and line S are transversals. Find measure of angle X and angle Y using the measures of angles given in the figure. Line P is parallel to line Q. First you have to solve the sum by taking line T as a transversal. In question what is given, write that. Line P is parallel to line Q. First which transversal line is given? Line T. So write that first. Line T is a transversal. On line T which angles are given? 40 degree and angle X you have to find. Okay. If this angle is 40 degree, so this angle is 40 degree because corresponding angles are congruent. You have already studied corresponding angle on practice set 2.1. If one angle is given in corresponding angle on one line and on other line, the corresponding angle should be this one. It is on the same side and on the same direction. If this angle is 40 degree, so this angle is 40 degree. Okay. 40 degree angle is an acute angle. So if this angle is acute angle, angle X is an obtuse angle. Here acute angle and obtuse angle combined together when you are finding angle X. If acute angle and obtuse angle combined together, you have to use the formula of angles in a linear pair by taking their sums. 40 degree plus angle X is equal to 180 degree. Reason is angles in a linear pair. Now you have to solve like an equation sum. If the equation is in addition, it becomes subtraction. Number on the left side which is there, you have to take it on left side and right side again in subtraction form. That is angle X plus 40 degree minus 40 degree is equal to 180 degree minus 40 degree. Reason is subtracting 40 degree on both the sides. 40 minus 40 is coming 0. So you have to cancel this. So angle X is equal to 180 minus 40 degree. Subtract. So I am getting answer 140. Therefore angle X is equal to 140 degree. Okay. Now you have to take second line S as a transversal. Okay. On line S you have to find angle Y, and 70 degree angle is given on line Q. Okay. So if this angle is 70 degree, so this angle is 70 degree. Vertically opposite angles are congruent. Okay. Here this angle is given 70 degree, so this angle should be 70 degree. Okay, because both are opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are congruent, I told you. 70 degree angle is acute angle, it is less than 90 degree. So that's why this is also angle is less than 90 degree, it is 70 degree. Okay, when you are taking line S on transversal, both angles, angle Y and 70 degree is given here, that is interior angle, together is there angle, that is inside on the angle on transversal line S. Okay, so write the statement now. Line P is parallel to line Q. Line S is a transversal. Angle Y plus 70 degree is equal to 180 degree. Okay, if this is 70 degree angle, angle Y you have to find by using the formula of interior angle. Reason is the sum of the measures of two interior angles is equal to 180 degree. Here also you have to solve like an equation sum. Angle Y plus 70 degree minus 70 degree is equal to 180 degree minus 70 degree. Subtracting 70 degree on both the sides. Now 70 degree minus 70 degree get cancelled. It is coming 0. Angle Y is equal to 180 degree minus 70 degree. Subtract it. I got the answer. Answer is coming 110 degree. Therefore, angle Y is equal to 110 degree. Now we will do question number 3. In the adjoining figure, line P is parallel to line Q. Line L is parallel to line M. Find measures of angle A, angle B and angle C using the measures of given angles. Justify your answers. Now question 3rd also you have to do the same thing like question number 1st and question number 2nd how I have taught you. All 5 questions you have to solve like same. You only have to understand the method and you have to understand the formula. So let's begin. Line P is parallel to line Q. Line L is a transversal. Why I have taken line L as a transversal? Because on line L 80 degree angle and other angle A which you have to find, that is given. Two angles are interior angles, 80 degree angle and angle A. You have to find angle A by using the formula of interior angles. You have to take in addition form. Angle A plus 80 degree is equal to 180 degree. The sum of the measures of two interior angles is equal to 180 degree. Now, if equation is addition, it becomes subtraction. Left side which number is there, that only number you have to take on both sides, left side and right side again. Okay. Angle A plus 80 degree minus 80 degree is equal to 180 degree minus 80 degree. Subtracting 80 degree on both the sides. 80 degree minus 80 degree get cancelled. 80 minus 80 is getting 0. Now subtract 180 degree minus 80 degree. Zero minus 0 is 0. 8 minus 8 is 0. Now this you have to take here 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. I am getting answer 100 degree. Okay. Therefore angle A is equal to 100 degree. Now you have to find angle B and angle C. Okay. If angle A is 100 degree, 100 degrees more than 90 degree, okay, and angle A is obtuse angle. If angle A is 100 degree, this also angle is 100 degree, because corresponding angles are congruent. I taught you corresponding angle. Both this angle is coming on same side, on same direction, angle A and other angle which is not given here. If angle A is 100 degree, so this angle is 100 degree, okay. Now find angle B. If angle B is acute angle, okay. If this is 100 degree angle, obtuse angle, angle B is an acute angle, okay. If acute angle and obtuse angle combined together, so it is angles in a linear pair, which means supplementary angle. Supplementary angle measures 180 degree. So let's start solving the sum again. Line P is parallel to line Q. Now you have to take line M as a transversal, because you have to find angle B and angle C. Line M is a transversal. Angle B plus 100 degree is equal to 180 degree. Reason you have tried. Angles in a linear pair. I taught you just now. Now, if equation is addition, it becomes subtraction. Same method you have to follow. Angle B plus 100 degree minus 100 degree is equal to 180 degree minus 100 degree. Subtracting 100 degree on both the sides. 100 degree get cancelled. 100 minus 100 is coming 0. 180 minus 100 subtraction, do it now. Answer is getting 80. Therefore, angle B is equal to 80 degree. Now we will find angle C. If angle B is 80 degree, which I got the answer, angle C also should be 80 degree. Again it is coming here, corresponding angles. On line M transversal, you have to see. If line M is a transversal, angle B and angle C is corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are congruent. If angle B is 80 degree, angle C is 80 degree. Got it? Angle B is equal to 80 degree. Angle B is congruent to angle C. Write the reason. Angles in a corresponding pair are congruent. Therefore, angle C is equal to 80 degree. Next question is question number 4. In the adjoining figure, line A is parallel to line B. Line L is a transversal. Find the measures of angle X, angle Y, angle Z using the given information. Question what is given, write that first. Line A is parallel to line B. Line L is a transversal. First we will find angle X on line B. Angle X is equal to 105 degree. Why? If this angle is 105 degree, this angle also, angle X also is 105 degree. Okay? Because it is belonging corresponding angles. It is on the same side and on the same direction. Reason you have tried, angles in a corresponding pairs are congruent. Now we will find angle Y on transversal line L and on line B. Okay. Angle X is congruent to angle Y. Why? If angle X is opposite to angle Y, vertically opposite angles are congruent. So write the reason. Vertically opposite angles are congruent. Therefore, angle Y is equal to 105 degree. Finally, you have to find angle Z on line A and transversal line L. Angle Z is here. If this angle is 105 degree, 105 degree is obtuse angle. Angle Z is an acute angle. So both angles are combined together, acute angle and obtuse angle. So it is angles in a linear pair. Angle Z plus 105 degree is equal to 180 degree. Reason is angles in a linear pair. Angle Z plus 105 degree minus 105 degree is equal to 180 degree minus 105 degree. Subtracting 105 degree on both the sides. 105 degree minus 105 degree subtract. 0 getting. So I cancelled. Angle Z is equal to 180 degree minus 105 degree subtract. 180 degree minus 105 degree. 0 minus 5 is not going. So here it become 10 and here become 7. Okay, 10 minus 5 is 5, 7 minus 0 is 7. So I am getting angle Z 75 degree. Therefore angle Z is equal to 75. Next, question number 5th. In the adjoining figure, line P is parallel to line L is parallel to line Q. Find angle X with the help of the measures given in the figure. In this figure, 3 parallel lines are given. Line P is parallel to line L is parallel to line Q. You have to take first 2 parallel lines and you have to solve. So let's begin now. First you can take line P is parallel to line L. Okay, if I take these 2 parallel lines, which angle is given? 40 degree angle is given. You have to find here half of angle X. In line P and line L parallel, half of angle X you can take it as angle A. Okay, and secondly you have to take line L is parallel to line Q. In line L and line Q parallel lines, which angle is given? 30 degree angle. So other half of the angle X you have to find. Okay, other half of angle X in this side, in line L and line Q parallel side, you can take it as angle B. Okay, and after finding these 2 angles, then angle X you have to take this in addition form, angle A plus angle B. Okay, now first we will do line P is parallel to line Q. Okay, if this angle is 40 degree, half of angle X is 40 degree because alternate angles are congruent. It is coming Z. See here, it is coming in Z way. Interior alternate angles are congruent. So half of angle X, which is angle A, is 40 degree. Okay, then next I will take it as line L is parallel to line Q. Okay, in these 2 parallel lines, line L and line Q, which angle is given? 30 degree angle. So other half of angle X over here is 30 degree because interior alternate angles are congruent, and this opposite Z also you have to take it as interior alternate angles as a congruent. Okay, so if this angle is 30 degree, so half of other angle X will be 30 degree and that will be considered as angle B. And finally afterwards both angle A and angle B you have to add. Okay, angle A I got here 40 degree. So let's start doing the sums. Statement you have to write what I told you. Line P is parallel to line L is parallel to line Q. You have to find angle X. In question what is given you have to write that. Angle X is equal to angle A plus angle B. Now just now what I taught you, that you have to write. Line P is parallel to line L. First this starting 2 parallel lines you have to take. Okay, and then Angle A is equal to 40 degree. This I have taken it as angle A of half of the angle X. And reason you have to write, alternate angles are congruent. Okay. Now secondly you have to take line L and line Q parallel lines. Line L is parallel to line Q. Okay. Line L is parallel to line Q. So angle B is 30 degree. In line L and line Q parallel lines, this angle is given 30 degree. So other half of angle X is this side. So here I have taken it as angle B. So angle B is 30 degree. Why? Again it is coming interior alternate angles. Here Z. Alternate angles are congruent. So write the reason. Okay. And finally you have to add angle X is equal to angle A plus angle B, which you got the measure of angle A and angle B. Angle X is equal to angle A plus angle B. Angle A, how much I got? 40 degree plus angle B is 30 degree. 40 degree plus 30 degree is 70 degree. Therefore, angle X is equal to 70 degree. If you understood practice at 2.2, give us the feedback or comments. Subscribe the channel, like and share. Thank you.